On Nepal, the Gladiators didn't have the greatest start, with Decay falling off the map before any teamfight had begun. Washington took the point first, racking up 99% before LA could retake the point. But in overtime, Los Angeles took the point back with no ultimates online. However, the Gladiators lost a big team fight as well as controlled the point. Fighting in overtime, Big Goose found himself 2 boop kills, and the Gladiators took control again. Roar used his primal to clear the Justice off the point and take the first round. The Gladiators were able to take the point after a hard-fought team fight that saw both teams trade many ultimates. After 77% by Washington, however, LA found their way back to the point. The Gladiators held on to win the first map of the series. On Horizon Lunar Colony, the Gladiators started with the same lineup as Nepal, notably not subbing in hydration. They started by going out to space, splitting into 2 groups, top and bottom. This plan, well, didn't really work out, and forced the Gladiators to reset. Roar found the first kill, which snowballed into Gladiators taking the first point quite easily. As they were attacking the second point, Void ate a grab, and the point was taken extremely quickly. On defense, the Gladiators were able to shut down the first attack convincingly, with Decay finding 3. Los Angeles held farm again, and even followed the enemy Zarios back to spawn to stagger the Justice in a Selfless-esque spawn camp. However, the Gladiators managed to hold firm, and forced Washington to reset with only 30 seconds left. A final grab secured the victory for Los Angeles. On Numbani, the Gladiators continued with the same starting roster. Shaz and Big Goose were picked off very early, forcing them to reset. Washington continued to defend well, and with overtime looming, the Gladiators staggered in. They somehow managed to take the point, killing most of the Justice before the rest of the team finally jumped off the edge to reset. On the trip, Decay had his grav eaten, and the Gladiators fell back. Over and over, they were not really able to advance the payload, only moving at 52 meters. However, on the final push, the Zen for the Justice, Sleepy, found 3 kills to end overtime. After almost being full held on Numbani attack, the Gladiators would need something amazing on the defense. The Gladiators held on during the first team fight, which was messy on both sides. Surefour played much better than they did on attack, killing multiple members of the Justice, and a well-timed grab from Decay resulted in a full team wipe on Washington. Sleepy used his Transcendence, and Big Goose was able to isolate 2 members of the Justice, resulting in another teamfight win for the Gladiators. The Gladiators managed to secure the full hold on Numbani. The final map, Havana, saw the Gladiators still make no changes to the roster. Coming out of the gate swinging, the Gladiators found 2 kills and managed to advance the payload. Taking the next teamfight, they moved the payload through the distillery. A big earth shatter from Roar led to a kill onto Arc of Washington Justice, further favoring the Gladiators as they steamrolled through the map. Roar was able to find another huge shatter, resulting in Los Angeles getting to the second checkpoint. Each teamfight that happened kept going in favor of the Gladiators. As ultimates were traded on both teams and the payload was almost there, the Justice were able to stop the Gladiators and force them to reset. Decay had another grab eaten, but the Gladiators finished the map on the back of a Void self-destruct. Shaz found the first kill as the Gladiators defended on Havana, which quickly snowballed into a team kill. Each time the Justice walked out of spawn and onto the payload, the Gladiators were there, finding the first pick. Washington, however, focused their resources on killing Roar and were able to take the first point. The cart was stalled just under the bridge in the distillery as both teams fought quite valiantly. Overtime began, however, and the Gladiators were able to secure the victory over Justice to close out the series. As the crowd chanted throughout the match, the Los Angeles team was able to do what they were expected to do, beat Washington. Though the Justice showed some signs of promise and often pushed the Gladiators to the brink, the experience and skill the Gladiators showed in the game. Fans might have loved to see Ripa and Bishu finally play, but their dreams didn't come true. The score may have been 4-0, but the game was much closer than the score reflected.
If you want more great Overwatch League content, make sure to give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and that bell icon. Now, from our house to yours, thanks for watching.